Hello and welcome back to the Redstone guide. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a tileable hopper system that slows down the rate at which hoppers run at. Now the idea for this video came from something I saw on YouTube. Someone was complaining about how their Minecraft sorting system wasn't working, and that was due to they were playing on the Hypixel server, and for those that don't know, Hypixel limit the speed at which hoppers run at, and therefore the unloaders for your making a sorting system work don't necessarily work because items go so fast through hoppers that they skip ahead. So what I'm going to do is do a basic demonstration. Normally, you would get your items and you put them in there, and it filters all the way across. Now, for something this kind of length, it takes probably about maybe 4.5 seconds. Whereas if I chuck some in here, it helps if I actually chuck it. There you go. You see all of this activating, and it takes a lot longer. Obviously, it has to load all of the ones into this, but once it does that, you'll see it firing through. And you do this by using comparators and redstone repeaters. I'll just wait for it to stop firing, and then I'll explain the theory behind this. There we go. So you can see it stopped fire, and it's sending one block at a time, hence why it's repeating the signals, and you'll see it finally light up this end. So if we go over here, I can give the basic demonstration of how it works. So if you go to this top hopper here and put an item in, it instantly flows down to the bottom. But if you have this hopper here, and obviously vertical ones act in the same way as horizontal ones, I've put a redstone torch behind, which will power this block up here, which I've just broken. And because this block is touching this hopper is now powered. What that does is it locks that hopper, so you put an item in there, it stays in there, so it doesn't move into this one, and that's an extremely important thing to know. So what's happening here is when you put an item in this, it essentially powers this one. I'll put several in there just so you guys can see. It powers this comparator because it's checking to see if it has an input. That powers this block, which therefore powers this redstone dust next to it, which goes into the repeater, which has a 4-tick delay, and that goes into this hopper, which then locks that hopper for a specific amount of time. Therefore, no more items can come from this hopper into this one. And then once the power signal drops again, it allows it to unlock itself, and this is why you get this whole repeating system, which slows everything down by quite a considerable amount. So to make this is pretty easy. I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way and replace this with the white texture. But yeah, we're just going to take the comparator inputs at every other hopper. I advise starting the same one I did at the start, and then what you want to do is you want to come in and build yourself a piece of any non-transparent block. So you can't use glass here. I've chosen concrete just because it looks quite nice, but yeah, don't use things like slabs, glass, things that signal can't transfer through. Then what you want to do is you want to come in and throw in your redstone dust on each bit, and then you want to throw your repeaters in, and you want to set them to 4 ticks, as that's the most amount of ticks that they can be set on, therefore it's the longest amount of delay. If you want a less tileable design, you can come in like this, however, and set those to 4, and that will make it extremely slow. However, I wouldn't recommend it as it's less tileable, and it makes everything so much more messier. So yeah, that's the basics of how to design that. Obviously make sure your comparators are in this mode, and if we go over here, we'll take all of these items out, and we'll go to this hopper here, and we'll just load it in, and as you can see, that's firing correctly, and that takes a considerable amount of time more to get to the end. So yeah guys, that's been a very basic tutorial. Obviously this was built on a very specific with a very specific use case in mind, but of course it's completely transferable, and it's completely tileable. You can extend this out as far as you want, But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Redstone Guide. Bye.